Good evening, SpeedGaming 3 and Worlds Collide fans. I'm Sigil, and with me tonight is Gar. How you doing, Gar?
Sigil, I'm so good, it's physically painful.
And tonight we have an exciting matchup between two Tonic B runners in the Ultras League, Dwyer 2077 and Christopher Walkings.
Yeah, so this is going to be, in my opinion, a very exciting match. But then I think a lot of the matches that I commentate on are exciting.
Yeah.
But no, so they are, I believe, number 3 and number 4 in the Tonic B division.
Yes.
There's a small gap between Christopher Workin and the number 2 runner, Sears Rose. I believe it's just a single point separating those two, and then just a handful of points between Christopher and Dwyer. So last 2 weeks of the season can really prove to shake things up quite a bit. So Sigil, I'm looking forward to seeing what our runners have in store for us today.
So am I. Can you tell us a little bit about Ultras League?
I sure can. So, Ultras League is an 8-week event. Each week, players in different divisions will get a seed to run. Times are counted up within those divisions, and the fastest time for each week wins. You get a certain number of points depending on how you place. First place obviously is going to get the most points, all the way down to however many people are in your pod. And then depending on which division you are in, if you get enough points, you will advance to the next division, or if you don't score enough, you might get demoted. So it is always a good incentive to have people improve their runs, especially between season to season. So this is week 7, so we have this race and just one more for next week before we start heading into the holidays. So yeah, this is going to be sort of a last push for some of our runners here, and Tonic B is no exception. As you can see, our unlock final Kefka requirements are finding 6 characters and 9 espers. We do start with 3 friends. We don't know who those friends are, but we'll find out as soon as they start the seed here. And those espers can be dotted anywhere along that map. Our runners are going to have to follow a series of checks, and those checks are granted by characters. Each character has unique checks. So depending on the characters that our runners get, influences where they go next. So what you see also is something called the KT skip. If you get 3 more friends, so recruiting 9 characters, or if you find 3 more espers, getting 12, and a third, which you can't see, if you complete 22 checks, you will unlock the ability to skip a good chunk of Kefka's tower and jump straight into the statue fights. So skips about 5-ish minutes of walking and a boss. And
we have a Saban Setzer and Edgar start. I believe Edgar has Rage.
What a great start, in my opinion. There is a lot of flexibility to get your free checks going. So we see Christopher Workin doing that right now, going into World of Balance Engine. This is one of Setzer's checks. Sees an imp, picks up the big whale himself, Bismarck. So already on the board there, and Dwyer not far behind, opting to go a slightly different route, but I imagine that both runners are going to high five here. Picks up the Crusader Esper off of the Figaro throne. So both of our runners, not even a minute in, already getting a piece of progression. You'll love to see it.
And Dwyer's looking at the Figaro Castle shops.
Yeah, so Sigil, what is so unique with Edgar in the front of your party here at these shops?
I believe you get half off of shops in the Figaro Castle and South Figaro, World of Ruined.
That is absolutely correct. And it is important to note that you said World of Ruin. For some reason, the king does not get discounts in the World of Balance, South Figaro. I guess the citizens there are not terribly happy with his reign.
I don't think so either.
But I guess they kind of get over it once the world ends. Like he couldn't have been that bad. So, question for work and finding a nice red jacket there. Both of the Figabros can wear it naturally, and there's also a possibility that Setzer can wear it. Each character has a 33% chance to be able to equip any item that they would not be able to in the vanilla game. So, not a bad start at all. Dwyer here has left the castle. Some pretty good item shops there. Heading to the World of Ruin, South Figaro. Gonna check some items there.
The Dragonhorn could be good if you find some boots.
Yeah, early Dragonhorn. Well, okay, there's a Pearl Lance, so...
And I believe Gold Hairpin.
Yeah, you've got an Edgar right there. Edgar can naturally equip every spear in the game. Yeah. Now, Pearl Lance is perhaps the second best, so I wonder if Dwyer is going to be on the lookout for those Dragoon boots. Personally, I would be tempted with an early horn and a spear that's right there, so that is... It's not my favorite offense, but it is pretty safe, and it'll definitely get you through the game, so... Not bad to see.
I like running that offense a lot.
Big jump fan?
Yes.
I like it in some scenarios. I think that fixed dice is probably my favorite use of jump, and otherwise it's just kind of meh.
I'm more likely to use it when I have someone on very low defense.
That's fair. It does keep him very safe while he's up in the air. So unfortunately, not a terribly exciting South Figaro basement here. I didn't see anything too noteworthy. I did see a ribbon in a chest, so good. It's good to sell. Or if a lock comes up in one of these early checks, you can keep that ribbon and go for a curse shield decurse in relative safety. But otherwise, I think it's just good to go ahead and get your seed capital started. I did see a snow muffler there. It looks like Sabin can equip that. I think that snow muffler is the second best. The second best body armor in the game. Very, very slightly behind Minerva, but also I'm a sucker for some good elemental protection, especially early on in the seed where magic is going to be the thing that kills your party.
I prefer the snow muffler later on compared to the Minerva.
Well, it also depends too. If I have like an Atma weapon user, I would want them to have a snow muffler, generally speaking, just so he doesn't get bopped by tier 1. Questopher scared me a little bit. He lingered a little bit too long on that Daedalus rage, which I like. It casts Merton, but you don't want to do that right now.
Yeah.
IO right next to it, so kind of mediocre rages, I would say. I didn't get the full list. Daedalus will be great if elemental shields come online. Otherwise, probably just going to sit in the tank there. Sears Rose in chat pointing out, I believe they have already ran their seed. That box set is already in there. Box set, I believe, casts Meteor. a totally fine spell. It'll definitely get you through a lot of early encounters.
What's your favorite rage for early game?
Ooh, that's a great question. I have a soft spot for Retainer. That one casts Shock. But there's a lot of really good ones. There are, I think, like two of the birds, like two of the big birds will cast, what is that, Arrow? Harpy Eye is one of them for sure. You've got the Mantis monsters that two of them cast Shrapnel, which is great. Andrew Rancho in chat saying Cactrot. Cactrot is beautiful.
Yes.
Big old 1,000 Needles. Unfortunately, 1,000 Needles is not a LaCroix flavor.
And we have walking in the Imperial camp with Dwyer following right behind him.
Yep, so looks like they're gonna high five here. As the sets are able to equip that Wing Edge, Wing Edge has a 25% chance to dispatch the target. And Pipsqueaks can, in fact, are in fact vulnerable to instant death, so very nice. And so, unfortunately, fight's taken a little while to chew through. And there goes the IO Rage. So it's really good for AoE, I would say. And Dwyer being a little aggressive here, opening this monster in the box before getting any levels. Fortunately, just a Lobo. But that could have been pretty dangerous.
Yeah. I believe she likes doing that every time she goes to Imperial camp.
I would do it on the back end, though. You know, like once you're done fighting all of the encounters here, then you go and check that monster in a box. I do see Orog there. Orog is fantastic. That one casts Pearl for you. And Edgar is, in fact, raging that box set, so gonna hope for a Meteor here. And meanwhile, Quest for working, raging IO, gonna get the Flare Stars.
And Dwyer gets the Meteor.
I think this is gonna wipe him out. Yeah, look at that. Big damage coming out of that level 3 Edgar there. Level 4 Edgar, maybe. Same thing.
Yeah.
Getting a little unlucky, Dwyer is relative to Questifer here. But does get a Pole Proc. I believe that Edgar is using a Pearl Rod right now, so... Yeah, ideally you want none of these to escape. Just because that's, yeah, XP loss, but... And then just Opinici. And that'll wrap up the Imperial camp here for Questifer.
I wish I had Walken's luck with the Rages procking like that.
I can't complain too much. I tend to get pretty good luck there, so...
and we got
a dead check.
Yes. Which is a Minerva.
But, it's hard to be too mad at getting an early Minerva,
yeah.
As long as somebody can wear it. Nobody can, so it's time to get mad.
Yes.
Before the race started, I told them to scream as loud as they can, like to unmute their mic and scream as loud as they can. And now would be a fantastic time for that to happen for Christopher Walken. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to do that. And Dwyer, correctly knowing that the Opinicuses are undead for some reason. And oh my goddess, I would be very sorely tempted to reset here. This is a very long fight. And yeah, unfortunately, Edgar, with that Pearl Rod, gonna heal every time he does a physical attack, so... Gonna rely on the Flare Star there. But she's got several thousand HP to chew through, and really the only source of damage here is going to be that Flare Star, so...
Especially with...
Why season resets?
Yeah, this would be one I reset out of right away.
Yeah, our offense isn't too good, and this fight is a little bit too dangerous. I'd come back later once, you know, maybe we've got a couple dragons under our belt, or we otherwise find like a dead check that's an Illumina or something like that. Maybe not an Illumina for this one, maybe like a Ragnarok. You know what I mean?
Yes. One of those big sticks.
I love big sticks. Looks like a Phoenix Esper there for Dwyer. Another just not very exciting piece of progression. And yeah, Christopher takes the reset there. So gonna lose about a minute or so relative to Dwyer, who opted to just hoof it out of there. So it looks like Christopher... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask, if you were running this, what would you do after seeing that Baron Falls?
I don't know. I'm tempted to attempt a dragon here. I see, like, there's a Pearl Rod there. You can probably pretty easily go and take on whatever is at the Opera House, as long as it's not the White Dragon. And really, I'm just looking for any kind of offense. So I do that in the hopes that I spike in Illumina. Otherwise, as far as checks go, people, I think, sleep on Mount Colt a little bit too much. I'm guilty of that myself. But yeah, I mean, it's a totally fine place to go.
I hate to interrupt you, but we have number 24 on Such Disguise check.
Yep, and unfortunately we are at the wall change, so... and unfortunately the wall change is not Pearl. And that is going to be the end of Quest for Walken. He's going to have to take the reset there. Another thing, too, that you can consider doing is Zen Thief. Or, excuse me, World of Ruin Zen. I guess you can combo that into Zen Thief, but it's generally a good idea to check what the thief is and buy that Esper or that high-tier item there, especially if it's cheap. But yeah, here Edgar can use all the big sticks. I'm looking for big sticks.
Yes. And I'm hoping Saban could use a big stick.
I hope Saban gets kicked out of the party. Ooh, early tentacles too. This is not a pleasant fight, especially when you don't get the surround on him. I did see the Goblin Rage there. Goblin casts Bolt 3 and sets Reflect. So that is also another very interesting Rage there. That's what I love about Rage, is that it's just so versatile. Like, if you need a spell, there is a Rage that will cast that spell for you. Yeah, this is going to be rough for Dwyer, though.
Yeah.
I think in this scenario, gosh, I wouldn't want to reset out of the whole thing, but you may just have to. And it looks like she does. So, pretty rough opening for our runners here. But this is kind of what I like to see. It's like, okay, you have a pretty rough start. How do you overcome that? What are you gonna do?
She has no choice but to win. She saved over her outside save.
Yeah, so I think what I would do is I would take some, take off my Moogle Charm, get some random encounters going.
Yeah.
And really, it's just for the HP. You want enough HP to survive the seizes here. They get the Pearl proc. It's nice, but we really want to see a whole bunch of meteors come out for Edgar. Ooh, Entwine is nasty. But there's a meteor. And it looks like Christopher Workin is going to take a trip to the ancient castle. I don't hate the play. Alright, if you're in this situation, Sigil, are you looking in the monsters in a box in the hopes of finding Katana Soul?
Yes. Just so I could use the Offering Sniper.
Okay. Because I'm not 100% sure if I do, unless whatever the dragon drops is like a VK or an Atma weapon. And Locke is here, so Quest for Workin, as long as this boss isn't too rude, gonna get another character here. And Dwyer making it out of the tentacles fight. Congratulations. Yeah, we're going to check the Zen Thief.
Hopefully it's not too expensive today.
I think it's $50.
I'm thinking like 2,000.
A little bit caught the traffic jam there. Okay, so we're both hilariously wrong. Now 47,000 in the balance.
We still have a chance in World of Ruin.
Yes. I would love to see Dwyer just go ahead and jam World of Ruin here. Take the Esper, take whatever the reward is here. Oh, my goodness, what a rude opening here. Seeing Goddess, then seeing Doom. Just very, very, very unfortunate here.
Yeah.
And selling the Force Shield. Oh no! I'm a sucker for a good Force Shield. Also is going to sell the Dragon Horn. Oh, there's a Ragnarok there.
Yeah.
Okay. Things make a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Might as well go ahead and you know, sell the farm, get your rag.
Yeah.
That's huge for Dwyer. That's going to make all of these fights significantly easier. And we know that there's a lock in the engine room as well. So if she goes there relatively early, then she could have two natural rag users. I don't know if anybody else can use them, but Edgar's there. Edgar is doing what the king does best.
And Walking got the unfortunate Pearl Force field.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
Hey, it was nice and cheap.
I did not see the cost here.
I believe it was 1612.
Oh yeah, that's not bad at all.
No.
Yeah, very, very drastic difference. Apparently, currency means a lot less in the world of Ruin.
Yeah.
Sees a cyan holding up the collapsing house. Very interesting. I do like Cyan's checks. Cyan himself, we'll see what kind of abilities he has. Oh, yeah. Finds the big Gantos.
And Walker gets through Doom.
Yep. Good job, Quester, for work and taking out that Doom. And a very, very mediocre lock there.
Yeah.
But I also like lock checks. And Dwyer opening monsters in a box here. I reckon that she's looking for Katana Soul as well, but my guess is that she doesn't really care about the offering. She just wants the money so that she can buy more Ragnaroks.
I'm thinking it's both.
I mean, maybe. Like if you ever come across an Atma weapon, having that offering is nice to have in your back pocket. But I don't know if you go look for it specifically without already having the enabler in your hand. I'm being told not to sleep on Offering Sniper.
Yeah.
I am so asleep on Offering Sniper, unless it's in the hands of a stray cat. I do like the thwack, though. So Dwyer picking up a Blitz Cyan with a huge 21 magic power. That's helpful. Maybe he can use a Ragnarok.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I think if I'm Dwyer, that's going to be my game plan, is loot more than I otherwise might, and then like at some point when I've got enough stuff, go ahead and go back and sell the farm, get as many rags as I can possibly carry. That Phantom Esper looks like it had speed +2. Looks like a perfect fit for the king, and in fact goes on the king. So we're gonna have a speedy speed boy in about 15 minutes or so. Aura Bolt come out. I want to see 500. 904. Okay.
More than I was figuring.
Yeah. I mean, it's still not good. And unfortunately, Dwyer's Edgar is in the back row, so going to be doing half damage with that Ragnarok. I imagine that soon she will realize her mistake. Meteor comes out. This might be enough to put him away. Not quite. Oh, that was a natural magic cyan too, with a big fire 3 coming out. I'm gonna say 1300. 1500. Okay. Yeah. A beautiful Siren Esper there for Questifer. And hey, it teaches Fire 3. So Questifer, just queuing up a whole bunch of attacks here. Very, very risky. Versus the Pearl Dragon, he doesn't have a lot of HP, but he can just decide to ruin your life with that opening volley of holy stuff.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, and unfortunately, I believe that Edgar has a Pearl Lance equipped, so gonna be helping out the White Dragon here.
Yeah.
Dwyer heading into, looks like Doma Dream there.
Yeah. I would say Dwyer's ahead right now. Based on having Cyan and doing the 3 quick checks.
There's an Esper that teaches Merton. That's very interesting, but unfortunately, don't really have a way to capitalize on that yet. We have 1 Elemental Shield, maybe 2.
We also have a red jacket.
We do have a red jacket. You're right about that. Yeah, gonna head into the Dream. Dwyer, I would say, is pretty comfortably ahead here.
Yeah.
That Ragnarok really just kind of like pushing what she's able to do, and the ability to buy more. Unfortunately, Sabin and Locke taking a nap there for Questifer working, and just a Force Armor. So gets the Pearl Lance as just the vanilla reward, and the Force Armor for the Worlds Collide bonus.
Yes.
Ooh. Potentially pretty nasty. The Tyrannosaurs in Worlds Collide are a lot nicer than they are in the vanilla game, usually. A nice sketch on the Tyrannosaur, getting that arrow. Have we seen any instant death come out for either of our runners? Like, do any of these Espers have Doom or anything like that on them?
I don't believe so.
Because basically, once you get rid of the Marshal's pals, he starts doing charge. And that charge just completely bowling over Cyan. Not ideal. Fortunately, the Marshal does not have a lot of HP. And Questiford fighting a shellless presenter. It has not died. Hang on. Did he cast Vanish on the shell?
His confused sets, I believe, cast Vanish on the shell.
That's hilarious. Okay, that confused me. First of all, cool. Second of all, that's very unfortunate there. Yeah, I would just smoke bomb this. I think it's the Dragon Claw that you get from this guy. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, no. Can you also just run away normally?
You can, yeah. Smoke bomb, warp stone.
Yeah.
Holding L and R or whatever your shoulder buttons are. But gets the Dragon Claw. So you can sell that for like $13,000. That if Quest for War can ever find those Ragnaroks, that's a good chunk of money towards one. But I would say that that's probably not worth the time investiture.
Yeah, no, I would have ran away right away from that fight.
Yeah. And it's always kind of a bummer too, because you hear the boss theme and you're like, oh, it could be Katana Soul, and then it's Master Pug.
Yes.
Master P makes him say, Meanwhile, for Dwyer, she picked up an Esper, did not see what it was, and I imagine that we'll get a peek at it here. And also saw a non-character sprite jumping around between the trains, so gonna get at least one more Esper here. Zone Seek with a big Ice 3 and Ultima. I mean, too bad that these are basically the worst spellcasters in the game.
Yeah, but I think Saban at least has X magic, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but you don't. I wouldn't do X magic with Saban.
Better than nothing.
Oh no! All right. So what tools do we have here to deal with the Magi Master? I'm not seeing a lot, and this is very unfortunate.
This is where I would be putting up the rage list on the side of my screen and seeing which one does Berserk.
Well, I think this is gonna have to be a complete back out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if we can do that fight.
And Walken took the Valiant Knife instead of the Esper at the Weaponsmith.
I don't think I hate it.
I like it with the knowledge he has right now.
So I like VKs, but it's another one of those weapons where you either want to have a whole bunch of HP or you want to have an offering.
I believe he's been having lack on the 50%, 30 or 50% Esper.
Okay, so give him a few more levels, he'll probably be appropriately juiced. So looks like the play here is to rage box set and hope for meteor
Yes.
procs, or to hope for Ragnarok connects that give flare procs. I was gonna say, reflected Pure 3 is not great, but then it didn't do a whole lot. So, and speaking of flare proc, okay, that's a hefty chunk of change.
Yeah.
Dwyer putting up the wall. I'm just trying to survive the Magimaster onslaught here. So I'm a little surprised at how often this Ragnarok is connecting. Magimaster has a fair bit of physical defense.
Yeah.
Excuse me, physical evade. So the fact that any of these are even getting through at all is quite nice. And there's the possibility that we hit at the right time to force an ATB reset from a counter. There's that pummel from Cyan, 730 damage. Magimaster doesn't have a lot of HP, so it's not nothing. Plasmon Setzer should survive this with the shell. So I believe that Setzer has Drain, which is damage. Double fire right there. Not terribly fun. There's a meteor coming out. Mr. John Burkhead pointing out that Dwyer does have a Mega Elixir and could use it here. We'll get another one at the end of this fight. Okay, Flash Rain, probably gonna knock out. Yep, knocks out Sabin. There's a Meteor. A couple more of those, and I think we're in the clear, but we are gonna have to. Yep, okay. Oh, nope. Use the Explosion on Cyan. So Edgar doesn't get knocked down here. Unfortunately, Gigavolt pierces through that Reflect. So I think the Dwyer is just hoping that he does some kind of single target attack, like another Plasma or something. But Flash Rain is probably going to seal the deal here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. Finding Magimaster there is just not
a good feeling.
It's not fun. But dusting off. We're trying something new. Okay, she did put on the sniper sight, so that explains why she was hitting every time. But took it off, put it on. Never mind. So yeah, I think that Dwyer can do this. The key here is going to be keeping that shell up and making sure that Edgar doesn't kick the bucket. And unfortunately did an attack before doing this, so this Pearl Rod very likely to whiff.
Yeah.
I think if I were her, I'd take a reset here and try again.
Because you're losing too much valuable damage.
Yeah, and that's exactly what she does. Okay. Yeah, this is without Berserk and without Reflect. This is a lot trickier to navigate. Quest for Working, meanwhile, more or less caught up. Is at 5 characters, 4 espers, and I think that this is going to deliver his 5th esper here.
Yes. I also think Walken's going to have Ultima soon.
That is also a thing. Okay, so Zone Seek is going to come out here for Dwyer. That is a good start. Like I said, just need to keep Edgar's HP up. I wouldn't even worry about blitzing here with Cyan. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, Quest for Working is going to get the same news. He might be a little bit better equipped to handle it. This is a good fight. I would not run from this. Oof. Yeah, just rough. I mean, I would be sorely tempted to just back out of the dream entirely. And that's what she does. Gonna go up to gonna go up to Zozo.
Yeah.
Have a peek up here. Maybe this one will give us a like a nice Berserk Esper or something fancy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we see the fruits of X Magic Sabin there. Not even breaking 1,000 damage on the Fire 3s.
Me personally, I'm always happy when I see a Sabin in the party.
You a big Sabin fan?
Yes.
I envy you. I wish I could be, but unfortunately, I'm just not. Yeah, I like him in the vanilla game, but in the randomizer, it's just there's too many better characters in my opinion.
Yeah. That's why I always wish he could use a big stick.
Yep. He's good at the big sticks, that's for sure. Otherwise, skipping the dragon for now. Most likely going to double back and pick that up once she gets the reward here. Though, and finds a random Illumina in a chest. That's cool. And picks up a shadow. So now things are interesting. Realistically, Dwyer can skip the entirety of the dream if she so chooses. And it might not be a bad move.
Yeah.
We'll see what the Shadow can do. Looks like a 27 magic power slot. Probably not the direction we want to go in. But hey, that cyan got really useful really quick. That's cool. All right, we'll see what flavor of dragon that we're dealing with here. I'm going to predict big old
Come on,
red
Red
dragon.
Dragon.
I had the
Oh.
opposite. I think Dwyer forgot that Cyan now has a an Illumina. This might wipe him out. It does, just barely. That's why weight tricking is so important.
Yeah. That's one of the things I get lazy on.
Yeah, that's you can't get lazy with that. So now both Saban and Cyan gonna take a dirt nap. And Dwyer says, "Get me out of here!" Bopping that big pearl rod.
Drinks, I believe Walking only has one save spot.
Yeah, we'll see what Quest for Working does here. If he only has one save spot, I do not envy him. Does have some elemental protection though, so. And unfortunately, Edgar Raging IO not going to do a lot here unless he just happens to be weak to fire via these wall changes. And Dwyer gonna head over to Gal's dad's house. The grass is 50 feet high out back, so I'm gonna mow it for him. Picks up Gollum, a fantastic Esper. We'd love to see that. Hey, did we hit the flare or the fire weakness here? We do!
Dude.
Wow. Very nice.
Yes.
Saban and Cyan holding it down. There's another Ultima Esper for Dwyer.
And Dwyer's checking out Doma Siege.
Hi, Realm.
It's our favorite murder child.
Dance over Blitz. Wait, what am I even saying?
Cyan has the Illumina.
Cyan has the Illumina. Exactly. What am I even talking about? But Realm over Saban.
I would have took Realm over Saban.
Or Setzer at this point. Either of them. But yeah, Chad and Chat pointing out that Realm had 37 magic. That is like a min roll.
And Walker got past Magimaster.
Oh wow! First try getting past that Magimaster. Very nicely done by Working. And Dwyer taking down the Gru monster himself. And Christopher finds a Ragnarok on the throne. So, fight a Magimaster, get a Ragnarok? That's A-trade.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, I would say that Dwyer is basically never going to go back to Dream.
Yeah.
Is there a universe where she just jams Floating Continent?
I think before doing Dream again.
I mean, that's for sure. Well, so we see a soldier here, so we're not looking at FC just yet, and especially if this is an Esper, there's a pathway through the sea that does not require going to Dream.
Huh.
Christopher gonna pick up his realm. We'll see if he's interested, and he is not.
I feel bad for Welk today. Just wanted a castle.
Well, I want a castle too.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's somebody else's property.
They got poisoned. It's free fall. And Dwyer's fighting Hidan on her side.
A pretty great punk band, in my opinion. Hide On and the Hide Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah, should get through this just fine. Just needs to dodge that zombie claw. Very good.
Would you do Floating Continent at this point?
Nope. Not if I can help it. So yeah, doing this I think is great. We've got Cave on the Veldt, which I would do basically right now, and then you can climb World of Ruin Narsh, do Tritalk, and then hopefully that'll get you your requirements. Picks up the Alexander Esper there, so
and Dwyer
nice.
still has Figaro Basement.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, so that's a lock.
Yeah.
If she wanted to continue on to Ancient Castle, that is an Esper, but that's a long Esper to get.
But lock could potentially lead to Esper and also the tunnel armor spot.
And that's what I would say. Like, if you're gonna do it, I would say do the first part, get your lock, and then bail out. Don't even bother doing Ancient Castle.
At this point, I wouldn't like doing Ancient Castle.
Quest for Working says, I want a rematch. Tosses out an Airblade. 1500? Oh, not even half of that. My gosh. I think Goddess has innate shell, so gonna take a lot of not magic damage. And get the love token there. That's unfortunate. And Dwyer making a beeline towards the cave on the Veldt.
Okay. If this is a character, would you still take the character?
I would say it depends. If it's a Yeti, I probably say yes because I want to go to World of Ruin Narsh anyway, and Yeti just happens to lead really nicely into that. I have to really think about it though. If it's like,
What if it's a Strago?
Probably not. Probably not. Like somebody who can use a Ragnarok would be nice. Dwyer knows where they are and can buy some more, at least one more, I think. We find a go-go. I probably don't take the go-go.
Yeah.
But like I really don't hate this play either. It's another fight. Dwight's levels are kind of low, so getting more experience here, I think, is not a bad thing. Quest for taking out the goddess. We'll see what the reward is here. Dwight, meanwhile, just Vargas and the Ipoos. Is not a character. Is just another Ragnarok. Wow, the seed is just throwing big sticks. But my gosh, the things you have to do to get them.
Walken's going to Figaro Cave.
Yep, this is a very quick one.
And I think it'll be, he could also refill there.
He can indeed. Vargas should be just about done here. Yep, there's the crack pal. So gonna get the go-go. I'm not convinced that you actually take. Excuse me, that you actually take Go-Go's check though. I think you go and look elsewhere. And quest for work in 58 minutes at Kefka. Kefka runs away, 58-42 there for Quest for Work and GG's. Let's see if we can get him in here for an interview.
Yeah.
That would have been nice to have a little while ago. Just an egg for his troubles. Egg at this point is fine. Still got a couple of things to do, but I think ideally you want progression there. And if not progression, something that's going to help you out defensively. I think offense is just fine.
And I think he's hoping Cyan to be at high enough level to learn Bum Rush.
Yeah, we just need to get Cyan to 42, which definitely possible. So question we're going to pick up, I believe this was the Phoenix Esper, the not very exciting Phoenix Esper, and is going to have a date with the tentacles here at the end of this. Ooh la la. So yeah, Quester for work and being able to take down that that Magi Master, I think kind of puts him in the lead a little bit here. Dwyer has better checks, but Quester is a little bit further ahead. Speaking of Ragnaroks, there's more Rags. I also saw VKs for something, and then just has to fight a Hermit Crab.
How do you feel about the Calcium play at this point?
I think it's fine. You like Ragnaroks are never a bad thing to have, and did I see a Genji glove?
I'm not too sure.
If there's a Genji glove, then you know the king can hold 2 Ragnaroks, and that's cool. Suplexing the crab is way worse than suplexing the train, but that's still funny. Trading that sniper for a VK, and is just a Bleary, so should get through this no problem. There's that Master P. They can say, Yeah, Master P drops a Greatest, has a surprising amount of HP, counters basically everything with Step Mine.
Does Mr. P drop anything?
The Greatest dagger. So, it is, like, it's good to sell. It'll sell for a big chunk of change. Dwyer opting for Daryl's Tomb here. I don't think either of our runners have gone here yet, so some new information. And then Questofer about to take care of the tentacles. The tentacles that are disguised as a train. Was that another Ragnarok? I turned away for just a second to type something, and I happened to look, and I think I see OK at the end of a thing. Tell me that was a Ragnarok.
I was doing the same thing. I was like how being grabbed by the tentacle, they're still running.
Yeah, I never noticed that myself. That's kind of funny. It is. Oh, it's all over for Delia. Finding aloe vera. Sorry. I'm sorry. That was bad. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
All right, who sleeps?
Oh,
it's Force Shield.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. Delia taking the fight anyway. Want some more experience. Rexol probably not too bad for this party. We have Ragnaroks and Illuminas everywhere. Even Realm swinging a Ragnarok. Let's go.
Poor Sabin.
Sabin is a useless git.
Yes.
All right, and Questofer working about to pick up his 9th Esper here.
Do you know how many checks he has about?
I do not. His tracker says 17, so this is going to put him at 18. Nice range for the skip, so I fully expect him to go and take care of that.
Yes. At that point, if I'm at 18, I would do Border Ruin Nosh and then just the middle lane.
Those are my thoughts. Dwyer is going to find Locke here. Not sure how she feels about that specifically.
Yeah.
But ooh, yeah. Well, it's gonna lead to an egg and whatever is at Narsh Weapon Shop in the world.
It was a Magicite and Valiant Knife.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. She's not resetting out, so is going to take this. And down goes Hydon for Questofer working. That's going to be unlocked for him around the 106.10 mark. But, like we said, this is check number 18 for him, so I fully expect him to go and grab a couple more, get the skip, and then hit on that way.
Yeah, and try to get Cyan to learn Bum Rush before you get to the tower.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. A 22 magic power Cyan with Bum Rush is still fine. Oh, sorry, it's got 27 magic power now.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, because it ignores defense, it winds up being pretty darn good. Chat asking if Cyan has the Illumina, and the answer is yes. Cyan still has the Illumina. She's probably going to have a little bit of an easier time with... Quest for Work and opting not to go for Skip. Just going to jam the tower. Okay. I think his levels are fine, so I think this is a...
Just a personal preference.
Yeah. With a lot of physical damage dealers in your team, I'd be a lot more inclined to go for Skip here. For physical damage, level factors into your into the damage formula twice, whereas it's only once for your magical damage dealers. I do, unfortunately, not playing very nice with Dwyer here. Once we get into once we get into phase 2, it'll be a little bit better. And I'm chuckling because fixed dice right there at the end. You hate to see it, unless Saban can wear it. But with the fixed ice, you really want an offering with it. You don't want single tossed ice. That is just... I mean, that's not the game I want to play.
I want a Dragon Boots right now.
Yeah, that too. I mean, I said at the very start of this that dice jumping was fantastic. Yes. But, so far that has not panned out.
Yeah, no, Cerise, I believe they picked up Dragonhorn earlier in the seed.
Another egg for Christopher. What? At the very end, oh my gosh, what a troll.
I wonder if he's screaming right now.
That would be a second great opportunity for him to just open up his mic and let one out. And crack power for Dwyer on that Doom. Very, very nicely done. So gonna get the lock. If she chooses to go to the basement, that is an Esper, but that's a long Esper to get. So hopefully she opts not to do that. Does put him in the party because VK is there, Ragnarok's there if she wants them. And then Toilet Atma here, a little bit out of place. Not in the toilet at all. So just single target thwacking this Atma here. Yes. He's okay. The problem will come when and if he decides to do like a Wump or a Wombat or Meteo. I don't think he's scaled or that. You remember how I said that I thought he was okay?
Yeah.
I lied.
I would actually see if Locke could equip the red jacket at this point.
I would want him to have some kind of elemental protection, because Atma can cast all kinds of rude things. These are big rolls coming out for Setzer. Unfortunately, Setzer is not due to last very long. I think he just falls over here. Dwight did not indeed go down to Ancient Castle, so made the right call in my opinion. Gonna get the choice there between the VK and Stray. Grabs the Esper. And there's the Landslide, that'll knock out Locke. The question for me is, does she continue up the mountain? I really hope she does. I think it'd be a great play for her.
Especially with what her levels are at right now.
Yeah, she's using Emo Tracker, so I can't see her check count. Let's see, 5 characters and 8 Espers, so that's at least 13.
I think 14 or 15.
Yeah, I don't know how many dead checks she's gotten.
Because I know she at least beat one dragon.
Yes, she did beat one dragon, and she's about to beat up a second one here. I'm gonna say Red Dragon. No! I do like all of these Ragnaroks and Illuminas, though. That makes me happy to see. I'm a grug at heart. Me go face. Okay, so Christopher warped out?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if he warped out or took an earlier save, but looks like gonna do dragons. There's an Atma weapon for Dwyer. I don't think that matters too much. Not without an offering, but it is a different color stick at least. Quest for, we'll see what the dragon here is. I'm gonna say it's the red dragon. Eventually I'll be right. No! Alright, Dwyer at the cliff. Who do we have? It is number 16,904. Not a bad fight at all. I hope that this check is dead and that it's an offering.
Yes.
That would be cool. Down goes number 16,904. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Dwyer only has 8 Espers, not 9. So I hope that this is progression. It is progression. Very nice. And Christopher saving outside of the tower. We'll see if he opts to overload the middle party there. Hit up Toilet Atma. And then do the dragon afterwards. So I meanwhile gonna find the goddess in the cave here. This will give her a bunch of levels, so I don't hate it. But also her entire party is physical damage, and she does not have an offering. So if Love Token comes out early, could be disastrous for her. Oh, sorry. That was Barren Falls. What am I thinking? My gosh. Maybe I had a seed one time where Goddess was in here, and I just forgot. My bad. But gets an EXP egg and a +1 check. Okay, so has 19 checks done. Can do Opera, can do middle lane, and that'll set her up nicely for the skip. And it looks like that, well, at least step 1 is underway. Quest for working. I can't tell. Looks like he is making the climb.
Yeah, no, he's making the climb. He put only egg in the left lane. He put 3 people in the right.
Okay, so I hope for his sake then that that left lane is going to be extra gentle. Solo lanes scare me very much.
Yeah.
At least Dragon, no problem. Sorry, go ahead.
At least he knows he won't have to face Magimaster.
That's true, but there's a ton of other really nasty stuff that's waiting in the wings.
Yes.
We have not seen Poltergeist. We have not seen Doomgaze.
Guardian tank.
Tri-Talk would be like really rude. Dwyer has an opportunity to catch up here, especially if this middle party winds up doing some or fighting some stuff and getting some really cool gear out of it. We'll get a bunch of levels out of it too, which I think will give her a lot better offense than Questifer. Yes. Trying the Atma again. Also, she gets to skip this fight, which is, it can be very rude. I think that's Ultra's 3? As long as it's not 4. Dwyer, I think, really wants any and all experience here.
Oh, Ultros 1, I think.
No, you didn't have the splash animation. Another rag, okay. Video game. Any bets on whether the Dragon Reward is also going to be a Ragnarok? Down goes the Atma for Questifer. Don't even see the red dragon at all. My gosh. I feel cheated. I feel wronged.
You were so close.
Yeah. But Ice Dragon does not have a lot of health, goes down very easily. Drops Force Shield, if I'm not mistaken, plus whatever the Worlds Collide reward is. Yeah. And a Minerva, okay. I still don't think anybody can equip that Minerva, but there we go. Red Dragon's chilling in Fnatic's Tower. Could be. Fnatic's Tower, Phoenix Cave. I guess this is another location, but there's no reason why you couldn't be there. The other wing of KT.
I was thinking that.
Okay, so Dwaya heading out for some last minute shopping. Found a Super Ball at some point during the seed. I don't know when she did that, but that's cool. I miss Super Balls. Bring back Super Balls for Ultras League Season 8.
Yeah, I miss Super Balls also from Moogle Cup.
I don't know. I've got opinions about Super Balls. I like them as an item, but I also think that maybe they shouldn't be in shops.
I just like throwing them at dragons.
Oh yeah, everybody does. Throw them at dragons, throw them at Magimaster. I'm being told to go play Final Fantasy X. You know, I ground out Blitzball because I had to have Waka's slots.
Blitzball was my favorite thing about 10. And Poltergeist.
No. Well, we found all the statues.
Yes.
One of them's even in the tower, so we'll see how Questifer does here. It doesn't look promising, but Locke has a bunch of HP. And that VK is looking awful juicy. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, we didn't want to see that. So this is almost the exact same party for Dwaya as it is for Questifer, and look at that, just like that, our racers are synced up. This is going to be a reset. That's unfortunate. Questifer might kill this Poltergeist here with this swing. Does indeed. Very nicely done. So I think if I'm Dwaya, I put an additional person into the middle party there, just a dummy target basically, and yeah, that's what she does.
Yes.
All right, so Questifer working an entire spicy chicken ahead. And then just a Dullahan up here. That's I'm glad she healed, or I'm glad he healed after that fight. With a VK lock, I'd be tempted to just let it ride, and then that would have been a mistake. So. All right, left side is just Ultros, Ultros 2, who gets one shot.
So that'd be good for walking.
That is good for working. That's very good for working. That's basically the best case scenario. There's the 25% heal from Dullahan, and there's the good night from Dullahan. think Dwyer's opting to do the wings first before circling back to Poltergeist there. Not a lot of things here that can really stop her. And Daddy ain't it. Oh, unfortunately does get the, I think that's the half HP script. I think one more swing with this Ragnarok ought to do it.
Part of me was hoping to see a Doom Gaze here.
Not that rude.
Yeah.
All right, so all Dwyer has to do is get through that Poltergeist, and she's scot-free.
Yeah.
Relic Rare Minerva. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, round 2 for Poltergeist.
Nice.
Opened up with nothing. We love to see it. And Saban did learn Ultima at some point, so gonna do 4K. 8K, wow! He's got magic power.
I know.
Alright. And down goes that Illuma for Quester for working. So, going to be stepping on the switches here momentarily.
Which at this point, we like to guess how long the first runner who steps on the switches takes to beat Final Kafka.
Yeah, get your guesses in chat. From the start of Tier 1 to the crack pow of Final Kafka, how long will it take Quester for working? There's the crack pow for Dwyer. And Christopher working on the switches at about 130.53.
So, do you have a guess, Scar?
I'm going to say 9 minutes and 37 seconds. Dwyer coming up on the last boss. Or excuse me, the last statue boss. This guy has to get through the Stolahan. Will not be a problem. Alright, started the fight at about 131.52. and Crackpow on the Dillahan. So I was going to be coming in just a couple of minutes behind Quester for working here. But I think her offense is a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 8 minutes flat for Dwyer.
I'm going with 8:20 for Dwyer.
At 6,800 HP for Locke there. My gosh. 132.54 switches. So yeah, almost exactly 2 minutes behind Quester working. Oh, great question. Mr. Drinks Glue. I don't know. I've never heard of that guy before. But how can he learn how to play this game as good as these amazing players?
We have a live mentoring program where we could put in our availabilities, and the mentors will take us in to do a live session or do a VOD review.
Yep.
And also we have a Moogle Cup that you just go sign up, and once we have enough people, you'll be assigned a mentor and be underway.
Absolutely. You can get our information at ff6worldscollide.com. There's links to literally everything there. There's a link to our Discord, which I highly recommend that you join if you're interested in our little game. There's a link to a wiki, which has a whole treasure trove of very useful information. I would not be the Worlds Collide player I am without that, so extremely helpful. And then, of course, we have an amazing community. Everybody here is literally the nicest people on planet Earth. I love them to death. Come and join us. You'll love them to death, too. That's a GAR guarantee.
Yes.
A guarantee, if you will. Fiery Blizzard asking, what is the proper response when the seed forces this Draco in your party? Well, if you ask me, it's a lot of very nasty language. If you ask anybody else, it's like, I guess Draco's fine.
No, with me, it's nasty language. Check if it has good moves. If he does, even more nasty language, because I have to take him into my party then.
Okay, so both runners through tier 1. That is very, very close. I should have wrote down the times for that. My gosh. So probably about 45 seconds, or Dwight's about 45 seconds behind Quester for working here. That offense that she's got really paying dividends here.
That's only if Strago didn't curse it by being in your party, Blizzard.
All right. Tier 2, lot of things to talk about here. So starting from the right side, we have the big blue man. His name is Hit. He hits. He is sitting on the Tiger Head. We call him Tiger. He does a lot of like AoE party status stuff. So can do Flare Star, can do North Cross, does Doom Tusk once he gets under 50% HP, I think. He has some threshold, and I don't remember what it is, but basically he can turn you into zombies. He's rude. Don't like him at all. Tools is vulnerable to instant death. You just saw Dwyer cast it on her, getting it first try, if I'm not mistaken. And then the last person is Magic, sitting on the other side, kind of brooding, being by himself.
Yes.
He is vulnerable to mute. The Quest for Workin had Siren. I don't know if Dwaya picked it up, and if she did pick it up, I don't know if she equipped it. Some nice procs here. Thank you, Sears, saying bottom of Ancient Castle is where that was. So yeah, Dwaya without mute, gonna take out Magic first because he is by far the most dangerous without it. Looks like he is under 10,000 HP. Great flare proc there by Realm. That should take her, or should take him out. Well, maybe not. That was a little bit too soft. One more swing there ought to do it. While we got a little break here, I do just want to thank the Restream team. That is Joker Mage setting up the Restream itself, and Cheech pushing all the buttons behind the scenes. And of course, my co-commentator Sigil. Thank you very much. This has been a fantastic race to watch, and we're in a nail biter right now. This is phenomenal. Yeah. So,
and I would just like to thank you for joining me at last minute.
Oh heck yeah! I love doing commentary. Just don't get to do it enough, unfortunately. And then, of course, thanks to the racers, if they're hearing this from in the future, perhaps. Thank you very much for running. Can't have a race without the runners. And then, of course, SpeedGaming for allowing us the time, and all of you wonderful viewers at home. You really make this special. So thank you so much. So it looks like we only have Magic left, and Magic is dead.
Yeah.
Simultaneous transition. Killed it at the exact same time. Wow, this is so cool. Synced up going into Tier 3.
You want to explain what's so special about Tier 3?
Well, alright, so Tier 3, a lot simpler, only has the 2 targets there. You have the girl head, she casts Pearl Wind, and has 9,999 HP, absorbs all elements. Excuse me, you want to kill her first, and then rest, the guy, relaxing. Once he dies, casts a move called Calmness. Calmness is an instant death move, but it checks against your physical evade, not your magical evade. That means that things like Golem and Fenrir will block against that. So I know that Dwaya picked up Golem. I'm not sure if she put it on.
I believe I saw it on.
Okay. Very good miss there by the Whirlwind. And then, yeah, once Rust gets below 10,000 HP, he starts doing counterattacks, and he counterattacks with either Train, which sets blind and mute on your entire party,
or Meteo.
Or Meteo, which is about 1,500 to everybody. Meteo's saving grace is that the accuracy on it is a little low, so it is possible that people can naturally just miss with it. So out comes the Earth Wall there, so this is going to protect. This is going to protect her from any kind of rudeness for the Calmnesses. It will not guard against Train. And there's the Meteo following after. Everyone's going to survive this. Only Lock got hit, and actually that's perfect. There's the Calmness. And Questifer lost his Lock. That was one of his major damage dealers. Dwaya does not have that, so just a tad bit behind, but I would argue in a better spot going into Final Kefka here. But oh my gosh, this is close. This is anybody's race. Okay, nice proc there. And Quest for Working going to spend that first round curing statuses here. Is going to eat the fallen one, as is Dwaya. There it is. And unfortunately, Rome had the sap status, so she's going to take a little bit of a nap. And Locke doing max damage there with the that Valiant knife. Very cool. She's got to be careful though, because
of Kefka's counters.
Because Kefka's counters are very, very rude. And is going to take a goner here, it looks like. Yep, here comes the goner. Now both Cyan and Locke survive this, but you're gonna need to get up both Edgar and Realm. Double calmness turns will mess you up. Oh, but she's risking it. She has no time for that mess. Okay, here's life 2. Here's a shake for Questifer. Okay, yep, playing it safe. She knows that the next goner phase, she'll get through it. Here's the goner for Questifer. Questifer's in a little bit of a pickle because he's raging with that Edgar. Using that Phoenix down on Cyan. And crack pow for Questifer Workin, 145-19. GG's. There's a proc for Dwaya. Here's a quick from Cyan, so gonna get in a couple of sword swings. And this should be crack pow for her as well. Yes, indeed. That was a 145-57, looks like. What a race. What a phenomenal race. My gosh. Couldn't ask for a better race.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get him in here for an interview. And we are joined by both Dwaya and Questifer Workin. GG's to the both of you. Oh my gosh.
To you too.
What a race.
I have one thing to ask you. How much did you scream at the Magi Master, both of you?
Oh my god.
Not as much. Well, I screamed expletives when he died.
Oh, at least you killed him.
I one-shot him. I one-shotted him. Because, Yeah, because the IO range does Flare Star, which is which I think is non-elemental damage. All I know is it's really really good, and I abuse that.
Flare Star is fire elemental.
Oh, it's fire elemental.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it hit Magi Master several times for 4,000 damage, so I'm like, hey, this works.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask you about is because that Magi Master, that was rough, and ultimately I think you made the correct play by just noping out of the dream entirely, and I know that must have hurt. Was there ever a point where you were thinking about like the sunk cost, like I've got to kill this Magi Master, I've already put in so much time, let me just try it? Or were you just, nope, I can't do this, let me go try and find something else?
I think the third time I was having the whole sunk cost thought, and then after I couldn't do it, I was like, okay, I'm done. I got to go do something else because I've wasted way too much time. So, yeah, there was two trains of thought there on that one.
Oh, if you had backed out early, you would have won.
Yeah. My only thought was Workin's probably gonna have to deal with this too, so that was my only saving thought there.
Yeah. And then kind of an off the wall question: Did either of y'all find a Genji glove, or was that just completely in my head?
There was a Genji glove?
I did not find one, no.
Okay, I don't know where I got in my dumb head that I thought that there was a Genji glove in the seed. I really don't know. My bad. Okay.
I think Genji shield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I just maybe I thought I saw the shield and then just transformed that into a glove, which is infinitely better.
God, I think you just imagined it with all the Ragnaroks they found.
Yeah, that would have been wonderful, or an offering.
Yes.
An offering would have been wonderful.
Yeah, unfortunately, neither of y'all found Katana Soul, so no idea where he was lurking. But y'all had access to almost every single monster in a box, but there were a couple of them that were like not feasible. Like going to floating
did presenter spot get checked in Daryl's tomb?
It did.
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't there.
No. Did you check Ancient Castle at all?
I did check it. I did check Ancient Castle, and it
Okay.
wasn't there. So it must have been Imperial Camp.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
No, it was either probably Yeti spot or Floating Continent at this point.
Yeah, those would be the other two.
Yep.
I mean, I even went to the Coliseum just hoping that maybe it would be there.
I checked really early on, I think, or maybe that's Seed Bleed.
Yeah, I did like the Coliseum dive. Just a little unfortunate that an offering didn't show up there, because that would have helped. That would have helped both of you, right? So Christopher, you had a really early, like you tried to take that goddess basically as soon as you were done. I'm sorry. What am I listening to?
My dog's fighting. Play fighting, and that's the noise they make. I'm sorry.
No, that's terrific. But I did lose my train of thought. I'm sorry. Goddess. Okay. You saw him basically at Barren Falls, and you decided to try and fight it. Did you ever think about just immediately resetting and trying something else?
I'm low enough level. If I'll try it once. And if I fail, I fail. And that's what I did.
Okay, understood.
That's with the exception of like Doomgaze, because Doomgaze is an utter jerk. Any of the really late bosses, if I see them early, I try them once, and if I fail, I bail.
Yeah, and you kind of had a rough start too, because you went basically straight from Goddess into
Doom.
Yep, exactly. Doom was a little nicer to you.
Yeah, Doom was surprisingly not hard.
Yes. Great job getting through both, Christopher.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a question for you. What was going through your mind at the weapon shop in Nosh when you saw the Esper and the Valiant knife?
There was no thought. I'm like Valiant Knife instantly. That brings Locke online instantly, and it's like I can find another and Stray. It's Stray Cat. There's the Esper is effectively useless unless it's got really great spells, and I already had Fire Free on Siren, so I'm like, I don't care. The only thing I was really missing at that point was healing spells, and I'm like, I'll just overload damage and call it good.
Dwaya, you found Ragnaroks for sale. Was there ever a point where you were gonna go back and buy like a bunch of them, and like whoever could wear them, or were you just counting on finding some other offense through the seed? And I mean, as it turns out, the game was throwing Ragnaroks at people, so
that was gonna be my last ditch effort if I hadn't found any offense. I had kept in mind where they were. Fortunately, Coliseum had rags. Coliseum had a Valiant knife, so I got to take the Esper from Locke's check for that reason.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, it was always in the back of my mind, but I ended up not having to go back and buy another one.
yeah.
Where were the rags for sale?
World of Ruins in?
Yeah, I
yeah, it was
believe
one
so.
of his ends.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was World of Ruin. I don't remember, but yeah.
Cerise says World of Balance.
World of Balance. Okay, thank you.
I know it was one of his
okay.
ends.
Yeah, I'm looking over the spoilers, and apparently there was an Illumina at the top of Mount Zozo, and I am utterly that makes me less than happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I found it. It
Yeah,
was beautiful.
I didn't go to Mount Zozo because by the time I got Cyan, I'm like sitting here going, okay, I'm basically in character go mode. I just need stuff, and I had a whole bunch of real quick and easy checks, and I'm just like, okay, let's get these done first. And by the time I finished them, I was in go. So I'm like, okay, let's just go.
So a little bit of stats for you. Christopher, you stepped on the switches at the hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes and 53 seconds. Dwaya, you stepped on it at 1 hour, 32 minutes and 52 seconds. So almost exactly 2 minutes between the two of you. And then, well, the race room just closed, but it looks like, Christopher, you hit your time at 1:45:20.
1:45:19, but yeah.
Well, yeah, 1:45:19, and then Dwaya like 1:46 on the dot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 40-second difference. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, you made up some serious time there, Dwaya. Good job.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was after that reset out of Dream. I had to just go at that point.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to book it.
Yes.
Yeah, and you did.
Yes.
Extremely close race, and I love to see it. Basically, like a nail biter throughout the entirety of Kefka's Tower. So
Yeah.
awesome race, you two. But that
Did you
is
find
all.
instant death at all?
My realm had Doom, yeah, and then I also had Raiden.
I didn't have either. Well, I think I might have had Raiden, but I forgot about it. So yeah, I had no calmness protection, no instant doom. Yeah, that's probably where you made up the time, was the instant doom. Was the instant death.
Yeah. I had Golem for calmness protection, but I did not have Siren for mute, so that was rough.
I had Suffering, but where did you find Golem?
It might have been Shadow's free check.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where it was.
Where was
Okay.
Shadow?
Mount Zozo.
Oh, son of a Biscuits.
All right. That is all that I had. Sigil, did you have anything else for our runners here?
No, I'd just like to thank them for a great race, and good luck with week 8.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, me too. Good job, Blair.
Hey, good job. Hey, thanks for agreeing to race me.
Hey, anytime. Well, except for next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be some stuff happening next Wednesday. You know.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just something small.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. No, thanks to the Restream teams, thanks to SpeedGaming. You know, we could race without you guys, but that would be the fun of the Restream, and that's where all the fun is.
Exactly. Thank you so much for everybody that does this for us.
Heck yeah, it is always a pleasure. All right. I think that is going to do it for our restream here tonight. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Once again, thanks to SpeedGaming for allowing us this time to play our game on your channel. It really does mean a lot to us. Big shout outs to Joker Mage, Cheech855, Sigil, for being the super cool restream team for the evening. And then, of course, the runners, Dwyer and Quest for Working. Thank you very much. Once again, super close race. I'm so glad I got to see it live. Thanks for putting on a fantastic show for us. And all you wonderful viewers at home, thank you all very much. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. Have a good night.